Ever walked past a bright yellow branch and wondered just who exactly is behind the Commonwealth Bank of Australia? They're a fixture on our streets, a household name synonymous with banking down under. But unlike the familiar feeling of walking into a Commbank branch, ownership might seem a little opaque. Fear not, finance fans. Today's video dives deep into the who, what, and why of Commbank's ownership structure. Buckle up, because it's not as simple as one big boss calling the shots. Who owns Commbank? Not just one bigwig. The answer, like most things in finance, is a bit more nuanced. Unlike a small business with a single owner, Commbank is a publicly traded company. This means it doesn't belong to one person, but rather to a vast network of shareholders. Shareholders, the backbone of ownership. Think of shareholders as a giant team that owns a piece of the Commbank pie. They buy shares, essentially tiny ownership units, in the company. The more shares you own, the bigger your slice of the pie, and potentially, the more influence you have. Types of shareholders, a diverse crowd. Now, this team of shareholders isn't just a bunch of mates down the pub chipping in. It's a global cast of characters. Here are some of the main players. Individual investors, regular folks like you and me who might have a few Commbank shares tucked away in their investment portfolio. Superannuation funds, these are those nest egg accounts many Australians contribute to over their working lives. Super funds often invest in companies like Commbank to grow your retirement savings. Institutional investors, these heavyweights include investment banks, pension funds, and insurance companies who manage vast sums of money and often hold significant shares in major companies. The power of the shareholder vote. Being a shareholder comes with some cool perks. While you won't get a free coffee every time you visit the branch, although that would be nice, shareholders have the right to vote on certain decisions. This might include electing board members who oversee the bank's direction or approving major financial decisions. But wait, there's more, the government's role. While shareholders hold significant sway, the Australian government also plays a role. Commbank isn't technically owned by the government, but there's a special category of shares held by the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, APRA. APRA acts as a watchdog, ensuring Commbank operates in a safe and sound manner, protecting both shareholders and everyday customers. So, who really calls the shots? This is where it gets interesting. No single entity has absolute control. The board of directors, elected by shareholders, makes major decisions. However, they need to consider the interests of all stakeholders, including shareholders, customers, and the government through APRA. It's a delicate balancing act. The benefits of a publicly traded structure. This complex ownership structure has some advantages. Publicly traded companies like Commbank are subject to greater scrutiny. Financial results are transparent, and shareholders can hold them accountable. This can, in theory, lead to better decision-making and a focus on long-term sustainability. The flip side, the pressure of profits. However, there's also a downside. With a vast array of shareholders, the pressure to deliver profits can be immense. Short-term gains might be prioritized over long-term strategic investments. This can sometimes lead to decisions that don't necessarily benefit everyday customers. The future of Commbank ownership, who knows? The financial landscape is constantly evolving. While Commbank's current ownership structure seems stable, who knows what the future holds? Technological advancements, mergers, and regulatory changes could all impact the ownership picture. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.